The roar of a new era is coming. Honda, a name synonymous with domination, resilience, and reinvention, is preparing its latest weapon for MotoGP. The RC214V is more than a bike. It is a statement, an assertion that the Japanese giant will not fade quietly into the 850cc era. For decades, Honda has cycled between brilliance and struggle. From the NSR 500 of 2001, which crowned Valentino Rossi a legend, to the RC211V that defined the first MotoGP era, Honda has been a mirror of the sport itself, exhilarating, unpredictable, and relentless. Yet after years of Marquez-era supremacy and Ducati's recent ascendancy, the question looms: can Honda adapt fast enough to reclaim its place at the pinnacle? The 2027 technical overhaul represents the largest shift in a generation. Engines shrink to 850cc, aerodynamics are stripped back, ride height devices are banned, and Pirelli replaces Michelin as the sole tire supplier. Every rider, engineer, and mechanic will confront a puzzle unlike anything seen since 2012. Honda, with its RC214V, is at the center of this challenge. Takaaki Nakagami is at the heart of this first step. The former LCR rider, familiar with Honda machinery, has been tasked with putting miles on the 2027 prototype at Sepang, Malaysia. His role is critical, translating months of test bench work into motion, evaluating engine response, balance, and tire behavior. Simultaneously, Aleix Espargaro continues to refine the 2026 machine, preparing for a mid-season takeover of the RC214V project once the prototype reaches a more advanced stage. This division of labor is strategic, combining immediate feedback with long-term development vision. Massimo Rivola, CEO of Aprilia, confirmed the wider industry context, stating, "The 850cc engine is ready. The engine is running." Honda insiders echoed measured optimism. "Honestly, we are very happy about what we are doing on the test bench with this engine. The 850cc bike is a work in progress. It's not a priority in the short term, but obviously that will come." These words highlight the delicate balance between cautious progress and the ambition to lead in a fundamentally new technical era. The RC214V is the continuation of a 25-year legacy. Honda first introduced the RC211V in 2002 as the inaugural MotoGP prototype of the 21st century. It followed the NSR 500, which in 2001 had secured the Riders' and Constructors' titles while launching Rossi to global fame. The RC211V lasted 5 seasons, securing every Constructors' title except in 2005, when Yamaha interrupted Honda's dominance. The technical landscape shifted again in 2007 with the RC212V, built for the 800cc regulation, which came to be known as the Pedrosa Law. Initially striking in aesthetics but lacking competitive edge, the bike required patience and adaptation. It took the arrival of Casey Stoner to transform the RC212V into a title-winning machine in 2011, proving Honda's resilience in periods of challenge. In 2012, Honda responded to another era-defining change with the RC213V and the introduction of 1000cc engines. This machine became Honda's longest-lasting MotoGP prototype, running from 2012 through the end of 2026. With Marc Marquez aboard from 2013, Honda achieved 6 riders and constructors doubles in 7 seasons, interrupted only by Jorge Lorenzo and Yamaha in 2015. However, Honda's stability fractured in 2020 when Marc Marquez suffered a significant injury at Jerez, coinciding with Ducati's emergence as the dominant force in the Premier class. The RC214V must navigate a similarly complex landscape. KTM set an early benchmark by testing its 850cc engine at Jerez, adopting its current bike to comply with the new rules. Aerodynamics stripped back, ride height devices disabled, and tires switched to Pirelli compounds. Honda has elected to follow, debuting its 850cc prototype at Sepang on a 2-day private test. Nakagami will ride a 2026 base bike, stripped of ride height devices and outfitted with Pirelli tires, translating test bench potential into real-world data. For Honda, this is a multi-dimensional challenge. The 850cc engine produces different power delivery characteristics compared to the outgoing 1000cc unit. Aerodynamic reductions alter stability and handling, while ride height device bands force riders to recalibrate braking, body positioning, and cornering strategies. Pirelli's introduction as the sole tire supplier adds another layer of adaptation, with compounds behaving differently than Michelin's familiar profiles. Nakagami's role, therefore, is not simply to ride, it is to communicate every nuance back to Honda's engineers. Espargaro, observing from the Parallel 2026 program, prepares to synthesize these insights into an optimized machine for mid-2026 onwards. This dual program strategy reflects Honda's methodical approach to the regulatory overhaul, balancing short-term evaluation with long-term championship preparation. The psychological stakes are as high as the technical ones. Honda's riders and engineers must reconcile ambition with caution. Mistakes in the early stages could compromise development, yet hesitation risks falling behind rivals who are already pushing 850cc limits. Honda's historical resilience suggests that patience and precision can yield success, but the weight of expectation is undeniable. In Sepang, the first laps of the RC214V provide a revelation. Nakagami reports that mid-corner handling, though initially unfamiliar, exhibits controllable balance when paired with the new Pirelli compounds. Engineers note that power delivery is smoother than expected, offering potential competitive advantage once further refinements are made. This feedback represents a pivotal moment. The bike is alive, responsive, and capable of bridging Honda's historic expertise with the demands of the new era. This mid-test insight reshapes Honda's strategy. What was once a cautious approach now carries calculated optimism. The team understands that early adaptation to 850cc dynamics, aero reduction, and tire behavior could define competitive positioning in 2027. Honda's narrative shifts from one of measured preparation to strategic ambition. The RC214V is no longer just a work in progress, it is the blueprint for potential resurgence. The broader paddock is watching. KTM's early testing sets an initial benchmark, Ducati continues to refine its already dominant platform, and Aprilia confirms operational readiness on the test bench. Riders, engineers, and team managers alike must interpret Honda's progress through both technical and psychological lenses. Young talents will learn from these early developments, influencing how they approach the inaugural 850cc season. The championship implications are profound. Early testing informs setup choices, tire selection, and rider adaptation strategies. Honda's ability to integrate Nakagami's feedback and refine the RC214V under Espargaro's leadership will directly influence early season performance. A rapid adaptation could provide a psychological edge, signaling to rivals that Honda is ready to reclaim a position at the top of the field. Historically, Honda has thrived under such transitions. From the NSR 500 to the RC211V, the RC212V, and the RC213V, the team has demonstrated the capacity to translate regulatory upheaval into competitive advantage. The RC214V continues this tradition, representing both continuity and evolution, a 25-year naming legacy intertwined with a revolutionary technical cycle. Looking forward, the RC214V embodies Honda's enduring philosophy: innovation through persistence, excellence through adaptation. The 2027 season will be a defining chapter, where riders' skills, engineers' precision, and strategic foresight converge. Honda's response to reduced aerodynamics, 850cc power delivery, and Pirelli tires will determine whether they can re-establish dominance or merely remain competitive. Every lap, every engine tweak, and every tire test is a brushstroke on the canvas of MotoGP history. The RC214V is a living testament to Honda's legacy, poised to navigate the tension between expectation and reality, ambition and execution. Its development underscores a simple truth: MotoGP is not only a contest of speed, but a theater of human ingenuity, psychology, and resilience. As 2027 approaches, Honda's journey is far from complete. The RC214V is at once a challenge and an opportunity, a machine capable of rewriting competitive narratives if its team can convert early promise into performance. Nakagami's pioneering test miles and Espargaro's meticulous leadership define the first steps of a story that will unfold across circuits worldwide. The question remains, will Honda reclaim the summit, or will a new hierarchy emerge? Only the season will reveal the answer. What do you think this means for Honda's championship hopes in 2027?